Cable insulation stripping machine BOBR. This take shows the cable insulation stripping machine processing thick cables. In the scrap yard, you can see stripping process of thinner cables and processing of cable insulation. Here, an aluminium wire is being processed by a packering fixture. For processing of cables by the cable insulation stripping machine BOBR, cables must be first parted, for example, by an alligator shears caiman. The cable insulation stripping machine BOBR is a machine designed for a cable insulation separation from metallic wires. With its auxiliary adapters, the machine can be also used for steel separating ropes or wires, pulling out from aluminium steel reinforced electric cables by a fiber fixture, paper or cotton insulation can be pulled out from wires, opaque transformers or electric motors. The cable insulation stripping machine BOBR has got following advantages. The first advantage is a patented design of the chain gearbox, enabling a driving gear stroke adjustment up to 100 mm. The second one is a quick machine reset and its adaptation for various kinds of work. The third advantage is a low weight and small dimensions, while the machine performance is relatively high. Now you can observe adjustment of feeding wheels for cutting of big diameters of cables. Between the lower pair of wheels, a gap for the knife must be arranged by means of spacing rings. Look at the top of the cutting knife, which must be approximately 20 mm behind the light connection centers of the driving wheels. These cutting knives are easy to grind, which is their noticeable advantage. Now the centric adjustment of knife in the groove between the wheels is shown. The cutting depth for the processed cable will be adjusted by the horizontal bolt of the knife holder. The cable diameter showed by adjusted by the vertical setting bolt. The wheels need not be readjusted within certain range of cable diameters. The diameter is adjusted by the vertical setting bolt only. The cutting depth then by the horizontal one. The machine can be switched on now and the first piece of cable cut through. If necessary, the cutting mode can be corrected by the setting bolts. For thinner cables, the feeding wheels should be turned up, the cable guidings exchanged, and the knife adjusted up. Everything should be carried out as with the last case. There is a safety protection assembled to prevent operators against an injury. After any tilting of the safety protection, the machine is stopped. This take shows the wheel exchange for stripping of separate cable vanes by pressing. The cone wheels serve now as inserts only. Look at the pressing wheels in a detailed view. For the pressing operation, the spring of the vertical setting bolt should be tightened as much as possible. By their force, the pressing wheels are crushing and separating the insulation above the wire. Tangled electric ropes cannot be processed by pressing. Such cables must be cut off by edges of the cutting wheels. Here you can see the wheels exchange for pulling out of the steel supporting wire or rope from the aluminum steel rope. Then the stop plate should be assembled with a hole corresponding to the supporting wire diameter. Part of the aluminum steel rope should be rewound by hand and the steel wire or rope inserted through the hole of stop plate. The steel wire is pulled out by the gears and the aluminum wires are caught on the stop plate.
Ocelový drát je vytažen ozubenými koly a na dorazové desce se zadrží hliníkové vodiče.
Same wheels can be used also for tearing of paper, respectively cotton insulation from wires of big transformers or electric motors. For this purpose, a special tearing fixture must be installed on the machine. Above the firm label bearing the machine production number, also the technical operational certification CE is marked up. Safety icons are located here to indicate some risk during the machine operation. The technical documentation consists of the instruction manual, electric diagram, a record about the electric initial revision, and the guarantee certificate. The set of basic hand tools, grease gun, spare knives, spacing sheet.